There are a few different techniques that you can try when using colored pencils. First is varying your pressure. So you can color very lightly with a colored pencil, and it gives just like a small hint of that color. If you push a little bit more, you can have a medium tone and then a heavy tone. Lastly is something called burnishing. This is when you push really hard with your colored pencil and you keep layering your colored pencil until you get this smoothed area of color. There's like no texture left, and it almost becomes this like waxy look to it. So that is burnishing. Second, you can layer your colors. This is great for shading, for blending colors together. So you can have, we'll add some orange here, have your first color, layer some red. And where you layer two colors, you have a little bit of either both colors coming through, or depending what two colors you're using, they might mix. Like if you're mixing two primaries, you'll get a secondary. So we'll add a little yellow here and mix those together. So that's layering. And lastly is using colored pencils to create different textures. So stippling is when you use dots within your work. The more dots you have together, the darker the area will be. The farther apart they are, the lighter. So if we put a ton of dots in this one little spot, it'll be darker than if you just had a few dots. Cross-hatching is when you have lines going across each other in two directions. And then hatching would be lines going only in one direction. And the closer together you have the lines, the darker they'll be. And then the farther apart you go, the lighter they'll be. So you can have a lot of values just from within your hatching, and same with your cross hatching. If the lines are closer together, it'll appear darker. So, and lastly is showing your pencil strokes. So this will be the opposite of like burnishing, where you're creating this one soft spot. You can use your pencil strokes for things like grass, or just depending what texture you're going for. But you can leave those as their own type of texture technique.